Now we're going to make this thing go back and forth on its own so we can see how our player works with it and then make our player work perfectly with it. So first thing we're going to need to do is open up the moving platform script. And when we use the %across, what we want to do now, instead of just having it be manually modified by our serialized field or by the inspector, we're going to need to modify it over time, or we're going to need to pass in a value based on time. And to do that, we can use time.time, but time.time is a value that goes from 0 up to however many seconds that we have. And what we really want is a value that goes from 0 to 1 and then back to 0 every second. And luckily, there's a method in Unity, well, a method in the math library that does exactly this, and that's the mathf.pingpong method. So what we can do is add a new line here on 15 and assign our %across using that ping pong method. So say %across is equal to mathf.pingpong, and we'll use our time.time, which is that 0 to however long we've been playing value. And then we need to give it the length to ping pong across. So since we want a value from 0 to 1, we put in a 1. Now this will give me a moving platform that moves all the way across relatively fast. If I want to get some speed control over that, I can multiply time.time times a speed value and then generate a field for it so that I can modify this and figure out how fast I want it to go per platform. So I'll take my serialized field, replace the private, and then set a default value of 1. So we know what that default is, and then we can speed it up or slow it down, and we can have independent control per platform. So let's go try that out. All right, here we can see the platform moving back and forth. Let's go to the scene view and check it out. I can modify the speed, set it down to a nice 0.1, and it's going to go really slow. I could turn this up to a 1, or there's an 11, or a 1 or a 2, and you can see I've got total control over how fast this thing's moving. Let's go jump on it, though. Let's see if I can get up there. Jump, jump. I will make it, I think. Let's see, did I make? Oh, I missed the platform. Okay, I'm going to make it onto it this time. So we jump onto the platform, and look at what happens. The platform moves, and we can kind of follow along with it, but we're not moving with the platform. We're moving up with it because it's kind of pushing us up, and we'll move down and kind of fall down with it, but we don't get that left to right movement that we kind of probably want on a moving platform. So let's stop playing and fix that, because that's the final thing that we need for a moving platform. To do that, we're going to go into our moving platform script, and we're going to add in 2 more methods. First, I think I'm going to move these set position context menus up to the top. Let's get them right up here so that they're kind of out of the way. I'm going to get rid of that update comment because I don't need it. And I'm going to get rid of the private keyword. Minimize on draw gizmos. And then I'm going to add an on collision enter 2D. What we want to do in this method is check to see if a player hit us. And if so, make that player our child. So we'll say var player equals collision dot get component, or I know I need to get the game object, so game object dot get component. Or we could also use the collider dot get component. This would be the same either way. And we're going to get the player component, and then we'll say if player is not equal to null, then we want to set the player's transform parent. Player dot transform dot set parent equal to our own transform. Now we'll do the same on the on collision exit. So I'm going to get rid of that private keyword. I'm going to copy this method, just Control D and duplicate it. And then I'll change enter to exit, E-X-I-T. We get the same exact, there we go. We get the same exact structure, but instead of setting the parent to our transform, we're just going to set it to null or clear out the parent so that we're no longer parented to this platform. Let's stop editing our code, start playing, jump on that thing, and see what happens. Although first, I think I want to move this. Oh, let's leave it up there. I was thinking I wanted to move it down. I think I'm just going to move my player up so that it's easier for me to run onto that platform. Or maybe I'll just move this platform here over to the left. I don't know. Maybe I'll just hit play and run and jump on it. I guess we'll see. One editor update later, and now I've got my platform working. I've set it to 0.1, and I stick to it as long as I'm touching it. I can walk right off of it or walk onto it, and it just kind of works. Let's see. Get to the edge. I can walk off. Oh, kind of a little jump to make it back on, but you can see my platform is working. So go ahead and check this into plastic. I just accidentally committed without recording, so you're not going to see me do it on this one. But just go through your change set, commit it, I called this working moving platform with player sticking.